Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeff, and today is a special day actually because a couple of days ago, you guys might have noticed by now, I posted the 1 year anniversary video. I made some announcements. Some of those announcements were the starting of the Patreon. Thank you to those of you who have checked that out already. Another one of the announcements was the ability to sponsor song requests through PayPal, through a donation to the channel, and we already had our first donation. This is from user Seriously What 9961, and she has requested a Woodz mini album. And in the description, I mention that no music videos for mini albums or full albums, but mini albums, 5 songs or less, are 15. What she did is she went to the next tier up. She gave 25 and made a special request that I include a music video. So I said, you know what? I didn't give that as an option, but that's totally fair because went to the next tier up. So this is a 5-song mini album from Woodz, the Colorful Trauma mini album. You'll have already guessed that by the time this is up because you'll see it in the title. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this because not just because of the donation, which again I sincerely appreciate, but because everything we have heard from Woodz so far on this channel has been knock out of the park bangers. So really looking forward to this. Now, a couple of things I do want to mention about the requests. Whether you get a request through the Patreon tiers or through sponsoring with a PayPal donation, I do still have up to a month to get those in, but because it's a holiday weekend, I've got a little extra time, and because it's the very first one, I wanted to, kind of show my appreciation for that. But in the future, just know I will get to it as soon as possible, but I do have a month, because I do also have the planned videos that I'm trying to do. Sponsoring just means you're moving up to the top of the request queue. So I just want to make that clear just so that there's no miscommunication in the future. So with all of that being said, thank you so much one more time for the sponsored request. And she was even kind enough to tip us off to a good creator who made English sub videos for these. So yeah, I've gone ahead and pulled them all up. What I'll do is after each one, of course, I'll minimize or exit full window screen, go to the next one. Also, I forgot to mention one thing. If you guys have watched my other full album reactions, I don't usually go back and listen through a second time on a song. So the only way, now the music video I'll still do the way I normally do those, which is why typically I won't include a music video with these mini album and full album requests. But for the other songs, unless I see something that I really want to dig into or something that I just didn't catch and want to play again, it's just going to be a straight up reaction to those. That's how I've done it on the Dreamcatcher album, Geo's album, the Twice remixes album. So it's not a change. But yeah, I just want to put all the fair disclaimers out there. Now let's head over and check out the first track. This is Dirt on My Leather. Okay, already different. Oh, it takes me back home. This feels like Southern rock, baby.
Hey, come on, let us run through the storm. Skies and land, we march and break the wall. Why you gonna be so sad? Rub some dirt on it.
I swear, this is like going back home to the Southeast United States. Yes, those guitars.
a storm. Sky's the limit, we march and break the wall. Yeah! Hey! I'm ready to die!
Oh, don't do that. I'm not ready to die.
Why you gonna be so sad? Rub some dirt on it. Yeah, come on! Why you wanna be so tame? Can't fake on your own thing.
This is so fun. I would not have expected this.
Let's run and rock and roll.
I feel like I should be like jumping around with a guitar, just like hopping around. That was so fun. All right, he's getting in the car. He's riding on the rock and roll. It's funny that there's a song called Highway to Heaven, because this song reminded me of songs like Highway to Hell and other southern rock type of songs. I did not expect this from Woodz. I mean, Woodz is an artiste. Not just an artist, not just a performer. He's an artiste. This man will switch up genres on every song if you're not careful with him. But, okay, I should say Southern rock is not my favorite genre. In fact, I don't like a lot of Southern rock, but being from the southeastern United States, I'm from the state of Tennessee. If you're in the U.S. or if you're, you know what? Most of y'all overseas probably know the U.S. geography a lot better than U.S. people know your geography. But, so yeah, I'm from Tennessee. I have that Southern drawl accent. And my dad was a huge fan of bands like Alabama and Leonard Skinner, just different groups like that. And yeah, this was just fun. It took me back home. So all right, we're off to a good start on this album. Message wise, it just seemed like a party song, like not just a party song and, you know, having fun, but also, you know, he mentioned something about like rub some dirt on it. That's a phrase we use back home, and I'm sure other places do too. But it's basically like, oh, like that. It's not serious. Just rub some dirt on it and you cover it up. You'll be fine. That's like our medical treatment. We are famous down south for walking it off and rubbing some dirt on it, or rubbing some spit on it. But all right, let's go to track 2. This is Hijack.
You want it on the symbol, on the title symbol, let's go. Let them know what is good, I got your bingo.
Still, it still has that rock element, but it's different. Almost feels like swamp rock a little bit. He's throwing up the unexpected. You've been waiting on me, so he's coming delivering the unexpected stuff. Aren't you tired of the same old stuff? I'll switch it up. Did he hijack that car at the end of the last song? Well, he hijacked your hearts. Okay, that means he stole our hearts. Facts. Throwing some rap in. I'm loving these rock elements, man. Oh, I thought it was ending. I was like, running is probably something I should do more of. I don't wanna. Vocally stellar as always. He hasn't had to show off anything super magical yet, but just these rock vibes have been immaculate. Okay, so there was actually one or two lines that I wanted to go back to, and I tried to make a mental note of where it was. I think it was around the 2-minute mark. Yeah, okay, so this line... There are potholes in my highway. Let's run faster. I'm gonna die or fall down. Go straight on my way. So, okay. The image here that he's painting, of course, is him driving super fast down an open highway, whether it be towards freedom, enjoyment, chasing his dream, whatever it might be. But let's just picture an endless stretch of road, okay? And you're in a super fast car. But this straightaway of road is filled with potholes. There's obstacles, like hardships in his life. Now, why I wanted to come back to this line, though, is because I actually, not even a week or two ago at the most, watched a video on the physics of speeding up around potholes. So there's two ways to deal with a pothole. You avoid it, which is, the smartest way, or you can speed up, and the faster you go, the further your car carries over that gap in the road. So if you reach a high enough speed, you can actually drive straight over it, and not hit the tire on the edge or anything like that, not do any damage. I don't recommend that, of course, because, well, most of us don't have the luxury of being able to go fast enough, nor do we usually have the luxury of seeing the pothole in advance to go faster. But in this particular case, let's imagine that we do. So he's giving three options here. Let's run faster. So he's going to speed up. He's taking the option of, I'm going to face the obstacles head on. I'm not going to avoid them. I'm going to go straight at them, which is a really cool line in and of itself. But from a physics standpoint, he actually says, I'm going to die or fall down. So I'm going to die. Usually I would put that together. Like, I'm going to fall down and die, meaning, I'm not going to clear the obstacle. Just, I might clip it. Car might lose control, might flip, I might die, whatever. But you could even take this as three separate things. I'm going to die, maybe he's going too fast. He's living life too fast and it's reckless. Or he's going to fall down, so he's going to trip, or if he's in this car, it's going to clip the obstacle and he's, going to tumble, whatever. Or he's going to go straight on his way, meaning he's going to be able to go fast enough to clear that pothole like I was talking about with the physics thing. It's so weird that video that I watched would have any relevance to my life whatsoever, but here we are. And then, yeah, on the road all the time. Yeah. Okay, so, and of course this line, 0 to 100, step on it, step on it, step on it, step on it, I'm not afraid. So he's not afraid of living life faster and being on the edge. He's also talking about he's throwing caution to the wind. Let's just go for it. And he'll live every day. So, yeah. Really cool song. Cool message in terms of living life the way that you think is best for you and not being so cautious all the time. There is a difference between being cautious and just never taking any risk at all. And what life is worth living if you don't take at least some risk. So, all right. So let's move on to track 3. This is I Hate You, and this is the music video. This was not the title track of the album, I don't believe either. I believe Hijack was the title track, so interesting. But yeah, here we go. This one has subs, right? Yes, okay. This is more of an emo rock vibe.
너 때문에 흘릴 눈물도 없어 남은 것도 없어 혹시 만약에 돌아오고 싶어도 자리 없어 널 위해 쓸 맘 하나도 없어 이젠 필요 없어 다른 사랑 찾아도 난 놀아지만 왜 내가 아파해야 해난
Why is he so fun on this album? Love those beat drops too as we go into the chorus. I don't think that went quite according to plan. Wow, that one did not feel like it was over 3 minutes. It felt short. Really good song. Enjoyed this one too. So we're 3 for 3 on good songs on this album. There's only 2 left. So already, even if the other 2 suck, well, I don't think they're gonna, but even if they do, the majority of this one's already, spot on. So this one, easy message of it's a breakup song, and it's someone who is realizing that, I deserve better. I can be happier without you. So you ain't got to find somebody else, but you got to get the hell out of here. I'm moving on. And there is like just a hint of regret there in some of the lyrics, but in general, it's just, yeah, like, I know you are already looking for someone else, so just go. Like, I'm done here. I'm better off. So let's watch through like we normally do. There were some images that I wanted to point out, and some of the lyrics. So he's in like this bubble wrap, which theoretically is supposed to keep him safe. Whether that's supposed to symbolize him cushioning his heart from the blow, or whether this is just a visual metaphor of him pushing that person away and creating that barrier around himself so that he won't be hurt anymore. Okay, so this whole... I thought it was a receipt at first, but I think it's... I know it says, like, I hate you, or I don't need you, or something like that. Yeah, I hate you. But it looks like it's in the design of a certain code, and I don't know what it is, but obviously it's a graphic design for I hate you. But, yeah, I'm not sure what it's... Maybe it is supposed to be a receipt, in theory, but I feel like it's something else. Hey, so lyrically, what was this? I bet all I have. So everything he had, he put into this relationship. He went all in. Person never asks because they don't care. Of course, if your heart's burning black, it's not like you had the passion, you had the fire. And for example, if you take a piece of paper and you burn it, the part that doesn't turn to ash right away will be charred black and will crumble easily. So that's what he's saying here. Like, you don't care if my heart that had that passion burning for you now turns black and just, crumbles into ashes. And actually, I didn't realize that that's what we were looking at here. But I think that's essentially what's going on with this scene, is like where something has burned almost to the point of like charcoal and it's being crushed. And then I was pretty sure I knew what the red letters said on this tape, but yeah, it all says I hate you. I'm out of contact with you. Yeah. So it's like you saying you're always busy. Like, we're supposed to be together, but like you're just somehow always busy, right? Yeah, just let me go. Just say you're tired of me. And here you see he doesn't have that bubble wrap around him anymore. He's been wounded. He's got the battle scars of this love that he's going through. And also we see him do this a lot, and I know that that's not something we do in America, but back when I saw the Tomboy video, and I think it was Soyeon that did it in that video from G Idol, I remember hearing that was a popular gesture in Korea, especially amongst teenagers. And I want to say it was essentially the equivalent of giving someone the middle finger, like telling them to go fuck yourself. I could be wrong. I might be mixing up my gestures and expressions. So if I am wrong, let me know. But I do know it's like a slang type of gesture. That's, I don't know if it's still common, but I know it has been at one point. We don't do it here in America though, so I don't know for sure. And this scene right here, your lies covered by saying I love you. So like this person seems to think that no matter what they say or do that hurts them, it'll all be better just by saying the words I love you. But for those of you who haven't experienced true love, love is a feeling at first, but true love is a verb, it's an action, it's what you do and how you treat someone. It's not just saying the words. And so just saying I love you to somebody doesn't, cover up the lies. But the reason I stopped here wasn't the line, but the scene. We have all of these metronomes, but they're all out of sync. And I feel like that's a visual representation of the discord between him and this other person. His heart or feelings are beating on one wavelength and hers is beating on another. They're not in sync. They're marching to two different drummers essentially. I don't need it either. Just do whatever you want. Leave me. I can live better without you. I can do whatever I want without answering to you. He's buried under all this, I don't need you and I hate you. I don't have to suffer because of you. So yeah, now we've gotten to the part of the story where it's like he's not only is he resolved, but he's also in some ways trying to convince himself, but more along the lines of like he's already convinced and now he's trying to convey the message. But there's that hint of him still trying to convince himself, like I don't need you, I can do better without you, I don't have any tears to shed for you. I got nothing left, I gave you everything already. Yeah, and this right here, even if you want to come back, there's no room. But it's really cool how he's showing this. He's isolated himself in this incredibly tiny space, which is supposed to visually symbolize the fact that there's no room for you in here in my life in any capacity. I don't know what the three facets are supposed to be because, 3 is a magic number essentially, and everybody, maybe it's, love, health, happiness, I don't know. The point is there's 3 facets of life here, and he's saying like it doesn't matter even if you want to come back. This space I've built for myself, there's nothing for you here anymore. Got nothing for you anymore. It's gone. Then we've got these red siren lights, like the alarm going off. And it's interesting that it's paired with I know you left looking for another love. Because it's like he's being alerted to the infidelity of this other person. Whether she's actually cheated or whether she's just cheated in her heart and is like trying to move on to someone else before she leaves him, is a different story. But I feel like that's what these red lights are symbolizing. Like there's this alarm going off in his head. Like, I know you left for someone else. just being goofy in an elevator. So I'm actually not quite sure what this is supposed to represent. Because it's like he's on display. And maybe this is his artistic way of saying, like, my heart is on display for everyone to see, but, you know, you still can't get in. You can't touch my heart anymore. You know, he's being transparent with how he feels at this point. I don't know. I feel like that's a semi decent interpretation, but I'm sure there's way more ways to take this. Especially because I don't know about the outfit. I'm good. Little performance art here. So this, I didn't even catch this the first time, but this this echoed line right here is where we get that that no way, that hint of not necessarily being completely over it. He's like, I can live well without you, but then he's also saying like, no way, please don't go. But that's the quiet part, right? That's the echo. So it's composed. I was gonna say orchestrated. I guess that could be the same, but it's pieced together that way deliberately because the message he's saying out loud is what he both feels and what he is trying to convince himself of, but that small voice in the back of his head that maybe thinks, okay, maybe that it's still worth fighting for, or maybe it's the fear of being alone after that person's gone or whatever. It's like, no, please don't go. But you know, the louder part is still true. Throw the chair at the stack of chairs. Nothing happened. A broken heart gesture there at the end. All right, so that one was really fun. A cool take on a breakup song. So far we've had Southern rock, we've had one that I can't really describe, but I kind of feel elements of like a swamp rock there. It's like stuff you might find down in the bayou of Louisiana and such. And we've had more of like an emo rock, or maybe a punk rock would be a better way to phrase that one. So let's see what these last two tracks have for us. This is Better and Better. It's giving me Owl City vibes. This one's cute. I'm getting more of like a Afrobeat type of thing here now. Beautiful vocals. Sing it to me, Woodz. These ad-libs with the layering in the back. Oh. That song almost makes me want to cry a little bit. Just a little. It's a very touching song about being in love with somebody and how that love can make him a better person. There were a couple of lines that I'll point out. I'm not going to play the whole thing back through, but so your love is the sun. That was convenient. This is one of the lines I wanted to talk about. Your love is the sun. It wakes me up. My cold heart is colored by you. So the sun can be light, but it can also be warmth, right? So without this love, his heart is cold. Maybe he's isolated, but we all know being warm and kind-hearted make us better people. But we can shut ourselves off to the world. We can become cold and distant, whether it be because we don't get enough love and so we kind of wither, or whether it's because we experience trauma and we try to hide ourselves from that trauma. Just different things can make us cold and distant. So this person's love is like the sun that gives that light and that warmth, and it wakes him up and it colors his cold heart. It's like you think of cold as like an icy blue or a dull gray. And when you talk about not having someone's love, you almost think of it being like a black and white and grayscale world. And so if you were waking up, it's like your world is being colored when you start to see things brighter, things look happier when you have love in your life. So I like this line. And then there was a line, was it before this? So I'm falling deeper and deeper, deep inside you so that my rooted heart can bloom a flower. So basically his heart is like a seed at this point, and he's falling deeper in love. So his heart has its roots, but once it's, buried in the soil, so to speak, it can bloom the flower, especially once we have that the love that is the sun that we saw just a second ago when I was pointing that out. But so I also like this reciprocation here, though, because this person's love lights up his life and warms his heart, but he talks about if we lose control, like let's say I think he actually mentions it in the previous line, like sailing or something like that. Yeah. Forever in love, even if the strong wind blows, let's raise the sail. So let's just go where the wind takes us. Let's be fully present in this moment. But even if we lose control and we lose our way, he'll be the light to brighten up the way. So there's this give and take of, yes, your love makes me better, but I can also be the love that guides your way. And we see that reciprocation again one more time. Right. I think it was at. Well, it is, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't. Okay, yeah. I'll become your sky. Lean on me when you're tired. I'll hold you fully. So we have this, again, him giving love and being the protector and someone that this person can rely on. But the other reason I like this line is because, not just because it shows that give and take of that love between two people, but because of that sun imagery we had earlier. I'll become your sky. So it's like the sun, okay, go outside on a non-cloudy day, you look up and the sun is right there, right? We all know this. If you look up, it's surrounded by the sky. Now, obviously, if you went outside of Earth, it would be in the space, but that's not what we're going for here. We're talking about essentially being on an ocean, whatever, looking up. The sun is completely held up by the sky in terms of what we can see. So he'll be the sky when the sun is starting to fall, when she's starting to lose her light, or get tired. We would think of that, of course, as sunset. But he'll become the sky that she can rest against, and he'll hold her fully. I mean, it could be a him, but I'm just going to go with her because of my own personal experiences. But yeah, I don't know that I explained that the best way, but hopefully I explained it well enough that you get the point. So yeah, I really like this song for not just taking love and it making him a better person, but using some of that to give back and this reciprocation of love. So really nice song there. We got one song to go. Hope to Be Like You. This is the longest one of the track, or of the album too. Hello? There we go. Okay. Getting a whistle. He likes to throw whistles in there. Was it Love Me Harder that he did that a lot?
You took it to the limit. 우린 참을 만큼 참았고 또 매일 반복되는 줄다리긴 지쳐. 한 발 다가가면 물러나. We didn't want to be one. 사랑스런 표현도 또 애써 짓는 표정도 그만. 그건 너가 아니잖아. I just wanna say love you goodbye. 안녕이란 말도 함께 기억할게. 혹시나 너를 만나면 모른 척 지나갈 수 있게. I hope to be like you. I hope to be like you. I hope to be like you.
Really, really nice softer vocals here.
Like you. Oh, you're the only one, but I let you go. 너무 사랑해서 I have no choice, no, no. 네 숨을 조이는 게 나란 걸 알아 마음이 아파. 사랑스런 표현도 또 애써 짓는 표정도 그만. 훌쩍 지나갈 수 있게 I hope to be like you I hope to be like you I hope to be like you I hope to be like you
It's such a bittersweet song. Beautifully done, though. And that is it. So that one, there's not really anything I want to point out. I feel like the message was pretty clear on this one, but this one was basically about having a love and realizing that that love has kind of run its course and it's time to say goodbye. There was a line where he mentioned like we have beautiful memories, and basically thank you for the memories. And he talks about I want to say I love you goodbye. Like I said, like you may still have that feeling for the person, but maybe they're kind of just going through the motions. They don't feel the same way anymore. And it's not necessarily anything you've done or anything that they've done. Maybe you've just grown apart, either to you or to that person, or even mutually. And so he wants to be the kind of person here who can let her go, even though he does still have those feelings. But he mentions a couple of lines where like that expression she's putting on, that endearing expression, just stop. That it's not like you, like he can tell she's going through the motions. She's kind of faking it at this point because maybe she doesn't want to hurt him or whatever. And yeah, beautifully done song, beautiful vocals there, and overall really enjoyed this album. All right, so that was the reaction to the Colorful Trauma mini album from Woodz, and all 5 of those songs were fantastic. So yeah, thank you so much for the request and of course sponsoring it. If you want to know how you can sponsor request, check the description below. There's also the Patreon available. Yeah, I think that's going to cover it for us. I'm going to try and get some other reactions up today from my planned list. And yeah, I think that's everything. So thanks for checking this one out, everybody. Take care. I'll catch you for the next one.